Everything starts with a thought. Or actually, I'll take you back. Starts with an idea. Everything. When the idea matures and ripes, the idea turns into a thought. When the thought matures and ripes, turns into a word. When the word matures and ripes, turns into an ideology. Ideology is a belief system. ISIS is an ideology. Terrorism is an ideology. When an ideology ripes and matures, turns into a philosophy. When philosophy ripes and matures, turns into a way of living. So the way I live now, it all began with an idea. The chair you sit on was an idea in someone's head. That idea turned into a thought, into a word. When it turned into a word, the idea, the thought became tangible, was put on paper. Because what do you do with the word? You write it on paper. It becomes visible. The invisible became visible. It was put on paper, and then that paper was transformed into a way of living. The chair came into existence. But this chair was an idea in someone's head. Everything else began with an idea. If you follow through with it, you'll end up living that idea. When someone is addicted to something, that addiction was the result of an idea. I thought of winning the jackpot. And then it matured, became a word. I said to the family, bye-bye. Before, at the beginning it was silent, now it's verbal. See you later. And I drove, and I went, and I won the best jackpot. My pockets were emptied, steam coming out of me, lost everything. To get rid of that addiction, you need to get rid of the idea, where it all began. By the way, if there is one thing in life you cannot kill, it's an idea. Idea cannot be killed. But what can you do with it? The only way and the only thing you can do to an idea is replace it with another idea. That's the only way. To fight an idea, to fight a thought that is haunting you, stop fighting. You're wasting your breath, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy. Some people focus on the thoughts that are haunting them. You're wasting your breath because you are trying to kill something that cannot be killed. But how can you get rid of that thought that is haunting you? Replace it with another thought. This is what St. Paul is saying. Do not be conformed, but transformed. How do I get transformed? How do I change from a worldly human to a spiritual human? How can I change to come out of the club and into the church? He said, renew your mind. Change your mind by going back to your origin. Your origin is God, and God gave you His word. His word is His idea that changed into a thought, into a word that was written in the flesh of Jesus and came and be a God revealed in the human form. When He spoke, this is the idea of God to humanity. God wanted every human to have the mind of God through Jesus Christ. Read the Holy Bible. Feed on the Holy Bible. Every day you are getting the idea of God in your head. When you get the idea of God in your head, guess what? The other ideas gradually are going to disappear. Because an idea can only be replaced by another one. You're feeling down? Read the Word of God. It will lift you up. You're being haunted by evil thoughts? Bring the Word of God, which is holy and pure, it will vanish. It will make sure that every evil thought will perish and vanish. It will decimate it all. And as you continue reading the Word of God, guess what? Before you know it, you'll start talking like God. Before, every second word was a foul word. Now, every word is pure. And it doesn't take an effort now. Before, I used to really make an effort to behave. Now I don't need to think about it, because my head, I just filled it with all the thoughts of God. So I don't need to think what's going to come out, because what's going to come out is pure, because it is filled with God's thoughts. So next time, your language will be like Jesus. Get busy with the Word of God. Don't just park the Holy Bible somewhere on a shelf or somewhere in a drawer. Don't park it there. Grab it. Read it.